Chris Kelly with week 1 of your six-pack solution workout. All right, this is the definitive formula for getting ripped abs. And in order to do so, our workout has 3 sections. All right, we're going to start by working on core strength. All right, and that's kind of the ability of your abs to move. So something like a sit-up, where we're working on kind of a high-load exercise. We're going to really fatigue the stomach with this part of the workout. Then we move to what's called core stability, where we're trying to actually resist movement, where I'm trying to hold the plank and keep my back flat, all right? And with that, the difference is we're doing reps for our first portion, where we want to try to maybe get 8 reps, and if you can do more than that, you make it harder. For our second portion, we want to just hold in the proper position for a period of 30 seconds, all right? If you can hold without moving, then we make it harder as well. And you'll see what I mean as we go along, all right? So for our core strength exercise today, we have actually 2 exercises, all right? We have a straight leg sit-up. Okay, I'm just going to demonstrate proper form here. What I'm looking for with the straight leg sit-up, right, is the ability to sit straight up, finish it off without bouncing off the ground. If I see something like this, where I'm bouncing and I find that I can't stay on the ground, that level's too hard, I'm going to give you a couple ways to make that harder and easier. All right, so the first and easiest way to do this would be to wrap a band around like the leg of a table. All right, and what that's going to do is just give me a little bit of assistance. All right, my toes are pointed towards the ceiling, my back is flat, I'm tightening my butt cheeks, and I'm just sitting straight up. All right, and that's pretty easy to begin with. Kind of as an intermediary step, we can just use one arm. All right, and then we move to just a straight leg sit-up. Hands are above my chest. Sit straight up, come up and down. To make it harder from there, cross your arms. All right, the hardest level would be arms crossed over the head like this. We call this a prisoner sit-up. So I'm sitting straight up. I'll turn this way so you can see me a little bit better. Sit straight up, thighs at the top. That's what I'm looking for. All right, now with that, I'm looking for 3 sets of 8 reps. All right, if you could do more than 8 reps, you simply move up a level. Okay, so if you started with a band and that's easy, then move to where your arms are above your chest. The goal would be to move to a higher level over the next couple weeks, okay? The second exercise in our workout for this portion would be a sideline leg lift. With that, what I'm going to do is literally come up against the wall here and just come up and down, just putting slight pressure into the wall with my heel, keeping my back flat against the wall, kind of tightening my abs here. And again, I'm looking for 8 reps in that position, right? There's no really progression there. If you can do more than 8, just keep going until it burns. Sure, that's the best thing I can tell you. But we're going back and forth between those 2 things 3 times. So leg lift, sit up, 3 times. From there, we're going to move to our core stability portion of our workout. All right, the core stability, the goal is opposite of the sit up. We don't want to move. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple examples of what we're talking about here. For our first exercise, we have a dead bug leg extension, all right? For that, what I'm going to do is put my hands under my low back and press my back into the ground, all right? Throughout this exercise, I want to keep my back flat against the floor. Whatever kind of progression that you're using, keep that going on. If you feel your back arch, you're going to start using your low back versus your abs, okay? So we're training our abs to keep the back flat into the floor here. What I'm going to do is press my feet together, tighten my abs, toes are pointed down. Extend out. Think about counting 2 on the way up, 2 on the way down, keeping my back flat, pressing my feet and knees together. Now if you find that you start to arch at about middle way here, or however far, just come out to the point that you can and come back. You'll be able to kind of move farther as you get stronger, more stable, the cycle goes on. All right? So think about pressing the knees together, extending out, pausing, pressing everything together and bringing it back. Okay? And I'm looking for 30 seconds of that, counting 2 on the way out and 2 on the way back. Now that's the first progression. If you can do that pretty easily, the next progression would be to cross your arm behind your head, hold your head up like this, same rules apply. Extending out, coming back. Extending out, coming back. Alright? Now the final progression, okay, if that's easy, alright, is to use some sort of an object. Okay, for this, you can hold you can wrap a band around a table. What we're going to do here is just use the bands to kind of give me a little bit of kind of increased pressure on my abs. So I'm pressing down, really tightening my abs and bringing my head up. I'm pressing out, coming in. Just giving the band a little push up and down. I'm pressing out, coming in. And again, this is more intense because the band is helping me to kind of tighten my abs and push things down. But again, that's a little bit more advanced. So start on the floor, if that's easy, bring your head up, and we'll move like that. All right, now our second exercise is a dead bug pull-up. Okay, so with that, all I'm doing here is I'm getting my abs tight, I'm extending my legs out about midway, and I'm just letting my hands drop behind me, pressing into the ground, and coming back. All right, again, this is the first progression. The next progression would be to extend the legs all the way out and do the same thing. The hardest version would be to get the head up, leg extended. And again, you're just pressing into the ground with that. All right, our last exercise here is what's called a a plank toe rock. Okay, with the toe rock, what I'm going to do here is just start a push-up position. All right, what I want to do is come into a push-up position, press my feet together, and just rock forward, back, pressing the feet, heels and knees together. All right, trying to keep my back flat like a table. For this, our first progression would be to just start on a table or a bench. All right, if that's pretty easy, move to the floor. And if that's easy, reach out in front of you, get as long as you can. That will not be easy, I promise you. All right, so we've got 30 seconds in each position there. Each of those exercises back to back 3 times, perform for 30 seconds. Try to move up levels as we go along as you perform this workout, with each day. And that is your core workout for the week.